Hello. Hi, my name is Dong-Yun Lee, and I am a nursing student from Korea. This year I came to New Zealand as a part of Global Field Training Program. During my time here, I've been studying English, living with homestay family, and doing a clinical placement at a hospital. To me, New Zealand is more than just beautiful nature. I was deeply fascinated by the lifestyle, the people, and the values. And that curiosity inspired me to understand this place on a deeper level. This video, in this video, I will share interviews with immigrants, Kiwis, and nurses I met during my time here in New Zealand. Through their voices, I hope you will get a glimpse of the spirit and the culture that make New Zealand so unique. Many of the people I interviewed were immigrants, especially friends from language school and my homestay family. They came from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds, but they shared something in common. They spoke about feeling accepted, respected, and welcomed. One person told me that New Zealand feels like home because they don't feel treated differently, but welcomed for who they are. After hearing this story from immigrants, I wanted to understand how this sense of welcoming appears in everyday life. So I spoke with Kiwis, people who were born and raised in New Zealand. I had so many questions to ask them, and it was very interesting to talk with them about New Zealand. I will share their answers by focusing on three main themes: lifestyle, values, and cultural background. Let's start off with lifestyles of Kiwis. I started I asked what Kiwis value most in daily life. Three answers came up most often. The first was work-life balance, with many Kiwis emphasizing that importance of time for family, friends, and personal life. The second was respect and fairness, including treating others equally and respecting different cultures. The third was a simple and relaxed lifestyle, where people value everyday moments with times outdoors and living without constant pressure. Next questions were about values. I asked what they think makes New Zealand a good country for immigrants to live in. They explained that growing up in a bicultural system based on Maori and Kiwi cultures helped them learn to respect and be inclusive of other cultures. This was something many of them mentioned. Hearing this, I began to see how culture and history shape everyday attitudes in New Zealand. I also asked questions about cultural background. I asked about the Treaty of Waitangi. Understanding the Treaty of Waitangi is important for understanding the culture and values of New Zealand. Treaty of Waitangi was an agreement signed in 1840 in which the British gained the right to govern New Zealand, while Maori were promised protection of their rights, land, and resources. It is widely seen as a founding document of New Zealand and continues to influence the relationship between Maori and non-Maori today. The question I asked was, do you think the value of the Treaty of Waitangi are relevant not only to Maori today, but also help create a more inclusive and respectful society for other cultures? Kiwis explain that the values of the Treaty of Waitangi, which are rooted in respect of Maori, have also influenced how New Zealand approaches multiculturalism today. The treaty promised protection of Maori rights, land and resources, and most important of all, it is about coexistence and mutual respect. Beyond everyday life, I began to notice that New Zealand's culture also influences nursing practice in healthcare settings. One important concept in New Zealand healthcare is cultural safety. Cultural safety was originally developed to reduce inequalities for Maori patients. It is based on values of respect, reflection, and coexistence, and it focuses on whether care is experienced as safe and respectful by the patient. Within this healthcare system, New Zealand now has a highly multicultural workforce. Nearly half of the nursing workforce comes from overseas. I wanted to understand how nurses experience this in real clinical settings. So I spoke with nurses working in healthcare about how cultural safety shaped their daily nursing practice. I asked them if the focus on Maori culture through cultural safety has helped build a wider respect for multicultural diversity in New Zealand nursing. They said that Maori culture has acted as a foundation for a broader cultural awareness in New Zealand nursing. Since nurses trained in cultural safety are more attuned to the needs of patients from all backgrounds. In short, the cultural safety framework has created a ripple effect, shaping a healthcare culture that is respectful for everyone despite where they are from. Okay, that's all for the interview I wanted to share. Listening to different voices helped me see New Zealand from many angles, and I hope this video gave you a little glimpse of New Zealand. That brings me to the end of this video. I would like to say goodbye the Kiwi way. Kia ora, and thank you for watching.